the branding that I chose to create by myself. Well, we're going to see how well that stands. Mm-hmm. Right, we need food. Because we have one full base of them that are starving. Yes, I have. There's actually quite a few of them, too. I went to college for graphic design, so I know how to do all that, and I'm just going to throw it out there off an assumption. I'm not really looking to pay somebody else to do something that I can do. No offense to you, I understand, but just want to throw that out there because I know how every single one of these conversations usually go. Oh my gosh. 2,321. We're going to buy them all. I'm overweight. Also, Ella. All right, the music. Sorry. Hold on, let me. We're also on YouTube now. There we go. Now we're on YouTube. Okay, we got to put this in the fridge. We also got to cook food, but you wanted to see when it hatched, of when we could fly it. And this has got to be the fastest one that I think I've ever had. Yeah, very fast. Although I just used up all my stamina. We've got it leveled up. Do I have any... Let me... Hold on. Okay. So while we figure out the food situation, we got to finish that up. We're going to go ahead and grab what we have because I think... I can make 216 pizza. What's the... Oh! 92 nutrition off of that? Yeah, we're going to take that. With 2,321? Wait, how long does the chicken stay? Oh, it's gone. Where'd he go? Where you at? Oh, he's asleep, isn't he? All right, well. Now we just wait. I mean, sure. There's a whole backstory to that statement. There's a whole... Yeah. There's another half to that I left out, but it doesn't really matter because I'm not going to pay someone else to make my artwork. I'm just not. I don't want to be a duck, so I shake my butt at Pizza Hut. I don't feel like there's any issue with AI being used to assist somebody in speeding up a process or lightening a workload. It all depends on how you utilize that and if you disclose that. Where yes, I utilize AI on to produce some of my quicker logos, yes, but I do use it to acquire inspiration, to get ideas, because sometimes I can type out what's in my head and be able to visualize it a lot better if I can see it. I do not have a problem with it as long as it is disclosed. Now, whenever you use it to create assets for a video game and then you turn around and sell it as your own work continuously for money, I kind of have a problem with that. But whenever you utilize it properly as a source of inspiration or a source to visualize things, I mean, I'll put it this way. There were a lot of people mad about rockets being sent up in space. There were a lot of people mad about the first car being made because they wouldn't be able to use horses, or they're so used to using horses. There were people that were mad about the World Wide Web. There were people mad about Google. There will always be a time period where technology is very frustrating and gets hated by a very large group of people, but sometimes we have to deal with that, what I like to call it, we have to deal with the suck to get to the good. With every new form or new invention, there's going to be a large group of people who will have something bad to say about it. It ultimately just depends on how you use it. And also, whenever it comes to people losing their artistry, losing business because of their artwork, sometimes that can be a good clue to revamp the style of art you do, to just change something up or do something different. I mean, you can't just do the same thing repeatedly over and over and over again for decades and expect it to stick without any change whatsoever. However, I don't get into that because it's none of my business. I don't have any issues with it. I feel like it is a great resource that can be utilized. And I know there's a lot of people that think differently. Yeah, I mean, a lot of it I feel... Oh, crap. Yeah, sorry. No, I didn't. I feel like a lot of it is people don't like the fact that there's change. Change happens. I feel like it has given more opportunity to people who don't have those skills, but do have the mind to get them out, like, get them, sick them. Yeah, there we go. That do have the get them out, like they're going for another one. Got a double strike on that one. Gosh. I feel like there are people that do not have the ability to visualize or express through artwork what their mind can create. And so they can utilize AI to be able to do that. And I feel like that is perfectly fine. But I also do strongly believe that no matter what it may be, there will always be hate for something new. Always. Especially like with the whole AI data center thing. I get it. I understand. There are different types. There are bad types. There are good types. There are closed loop ones. There's a lot of bad things happening with them, which is, yeah, I'm not speaking about those. Can I don't like the fact that I can't. How is that still connected, but this isn't? Yeah. I already drank. Yes. Gosh. I got the dranky drink done. But with every new piece of technology that we will ever have, there will be a large group of people that are always going to be there to hate it. Why? I have no idea. There's no reason. I think we're going to have to get rid of this, at least on one side. See, I don't understand how those are still connected. What? Okay, we're going to try something. We're going to try this. If I put a wall up there. I need to stop dropping down. I definitely can drown. But no, I understand the hatred for it. But you also, in the same sense, that'd be like Ford going, oh my gosh, Tesla's the worst. We need to destroy it, but it's because it's taking away our business. When reality, what happened was Ford took that and decided we're going to compete with that. We're going to make our own electric cars, or we're going to make our own hybrids, or we're just going to do better and do our own thing. And that's what I feel like a lot of people don't do. I feel like they see it and they immediately give up. And unfortunately, I will happily say, if you are an artist that immediately gives up the second that there's challenge and you don't want to alter or change, then I don't really want to buy your artwork. Because that just tells me you're not going to put that effort into it. What? Can I not climb this? Can I not climb this? Gosh dang it. Okay, I need to put... We're just going to try this. But I do pay for Photoshop and I do pay for Illustrator. Majority of my stuff is for Lightroom. But I've been asked that question so many times. Is there a hole here? I feel like there's supposed to be something here. Oh. Okay. But I also feel like it's absolutely a tool for people to use that don't have the ability of sitting down and going, I'm going to draw this exact thing and make it look exactly like this. And and we're going to draw 15 different versions of it, because they're going to start it and they're not going to be able to visualize it, but they can type out the definition of it. And then once they can visualize it, they can utilize it to be, okay, this is what I want. Okay, here's the test. Oh, yes. Okay. Do I feel like if I were to sell artwork through doing graphic design or logos that it would take away from what I was doing. Maybe, but you adapt and overcome. I think that works. Yeah, which I can do the same thing. I'm not great at drawing. I used to be until I started having the nerve disease issues. And I used to be able to do all that. And I used to use a Waymo. And I used to do all this. Or Bamboo. Wait. Yeah, I think it was a Waymo. I don't know. It was one of the pads you can draw on. I used to be able to do that a lot easier. But I can't do that anymore. But I also grew up teaching myself how to use Illustrator by taking pictures of cars. And I would go through and I'd outline. I'd outline the little sections on the car, and I'd make like different, like do the brush strokes and make it look like it was a drawing. Or I would take the front end of a car and I would combine it with the back end of the car by just using images and drawing them on Illustrator. So I understand the hatred for it, but I also don't understand the hatred for it. I used to be, I don't even know if I might still have one of my drawing books. I don't know. It's probably in my storage unit. Okay, we need to feed the peeps up here. Everybody's starving. I know. You guys shouldn't be anymore. Look at them. They're all waking up. They smell the food. Jeez. Oh. Hey guys. Okay, we're gonna have to wake them up the hard way. It's the same thing with data centers. I understand the negative that they have, but without the, which one is it that's over there? It's one of these. There's this one. Why are you guys all starving? There's literal food. Okay, we're just gonna do this. Everybody go eat. I will remove the beds. Go eat. Go eat. Yeah, same here. Same spades. It's probably because it's not supported. I'm streaming at a resolution that it doesn't like. Oh, how do you know that I have not been sleeping for 2 hours a night for the past like 3 weeks? That I've been staying up until like 3 a.m. and then waking up at 5 a.m. to go to work. And you're telling me not to go to bed? Wow. Wow, I see how it is. You care about spades more than you do me. It's okay. I get it. It's fine. No need to fight. It's okay. Okay, so that means this base probably needs food. No, this base gets given food. They make their own food. They should be. All right. I was wrong. No. Wow. Okay. I am willing to shut down YouTube and give TikTok another shot. because it doesn't like the streaming format. We're gonna give it a shot. Oh no, I loaded it. So what I did is my buddy that plays this game that's on the same server as me, he has off on Mondays.